you've got 2 feeders. And above that, you've got 2 slide gates, 2 bin activators. When it makes a batch, 1 feeder runs. The next batch, the next feeder runs. That's it. Everything else is the same as what's in the silo on the ground. Your level indicator, your mixer, still well here, hatches up there, and of course the filter bag back there. This is a new, you've got it also in the silo, but this scale that you have your feeder sitting on is actually a new and different kind. We used to have the old platform scales, the flexways. Those were a pain to change load cells on. You had to take the feeder and everything off to get into it to change the load cells. These new systems have 3 load cells on each corner here. And you can just pop this guy off, unbolt it right there, take the wires off and slide it out. Slide the new one in. But by having 3 load cells, you also increase your accuracy tremendously.
Now, what is that to again?
Those are your load cells. That's what weighs.
Okay.
Because you actually weigh the material that you're rocking into.
Very nice website. You know, 2 bolts sticking out, they need to be cut off, that needs to be cut off.
And on this up
These
here,
are going to be getting up there.
this is the Stillwell. We've got this new design here. Instead of having bolts up here all the way around, we've got 2 latches. All you do is twist them and lift it off.
Like downstairs.
Just like down.
Still take a walk.
A lot easier to get in and out of. There's a hole right here on this guy. It's a certain size intentionally because when that mixer is running, it creates a roll inside. That's part of the mixing process. That roll will actually make the level go up and down while it's mixing. But this, because the size of this hole has been sized purposely to act as a shock absorber to minimize that roll, so that it minimizes. Just you'll see it moving a little bit, but not as much as in the tank. But this has also got to be cleaned out. Make sure that's clean, because otherwise it'll pressurize. That's 2 points that you need to watch out for. That one and that bag on top, filter bag.
So you have to cut everything off in order to unscrew that.
No, you just take a piece of wire or something and put it up in there. There's really nothing above here, between here and here, because your liquid level goes down 2 inches like this. So there's really no dust up here. So you really shouldn't plug.
But you got a hole drilled in that plug?
Yeah, it's a specific size hole. Ron Plank it's a specification on that size hole. And the reason for it is it doesn't let air out too quickly. It acts as a shock absorber. But it also does let air out though. But if that ever does get plugged for whatever reason, a bird flies up in there or something, then what will happen is it'll pressurize and you'll get a false reading in the tank. Also a false reading on this guy. It's the opposite problem is if the filter bag runs blood.
That one's going to be a little difficult to get up in there and see if you got it clean.
Yeah. But I know that Don Wolf was the one who designed all this. He had to work with what you had as far as structure, and he had fits trying to get it all on CAD to try and get it all just right. But yeah, that was one of the things he told me was gonna be tight.
We're going to have to get in there. There's a couple bolts up the ceiling. We're going to have to get them cut off.
Yeah.
But I can see somebody fussing.
Oh yeah, exactly.
There's a couple studs hanging down out the ceiling.
Yeah.
So we're going to get the contractor to cut off. Here on the unistrut, we're going to get them to cut that off because we got to get up there and check it.
That was why I brought up the load cells and being able to take them out here, because if you had to take all this apart, that would be
it'd be a nightmare.
It'd be a nightmare. That's a Nathan design. He came up with that himself. But other than that, everything else is the same as what's in the silo. I got you a laminated thing there. The controls, of course, you got 2 NC cubes. One for each feeder.
Why would that steering wheel have to be that tall?
I don't know the answer to that.
Because, I mean, we could take 8 inches out of that, that would make a big difference.
I can find out. I know they're all the same on every new tank, yeah. But this is a unique situation.
Well, I mean, it shouldn't come out on top of that. It should actually come out of the bags of stuff.
Right. I know that distance is calculated and entered in there, parameters.
So if you change
That can be changed.
that.
Right. We can find out. Take a photo of it. Yeah. That's 11 inches actually. Between the top of the tank and the top, that's 11 inches. If you can get rid of that, because you're not going to get any higher than this anyway. Not unless that thing's flooded, then you get bigger problems. That's a good question. I don't know. We can find out.
Or because they make them all look the same.
Exactly.
You know, this is what.
Isn't that the level sensor inside there?
Yes.
It's got a one down, and you said it makes a cone to
Yeah,
touch the
it's
top.
ultrasonic.
So you gotta have some head on there.
You got to have some, but I'm not sure if we can't get rid of some of it. I don't know if we have to have that much.
We never done it.
That would give you a little bit more room to get inside.
So
I'll find out. It might have to be like that. I don't know.
it's coming in here.
Sorry.
Pretty basic.
It's a big 5-gallon bucket and a 2 paddle. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
A lot can go wrong though. The main thing can go wrong is that line doesn't get dissolved, doesn't get stirred in, it builds up. You've seen that, right?
Right.
Yeah.
You don't want to see that.
I don't want to see it exactly.
And when you weigh that
That's
second
what
sample,
comes
did that
with
check out okay? Is that at 30%?
I haven't weighed it yet. Did you weigh a sample?
362.
360.
236.3.
What was it?
Minus 236.3.
236.3.
Yeah, I don't know what your scale was.
Yeah. $236.3 minus 135. I'm sorry, 134.2. It's 10.21. So you're up there pretty close to the good range. 10.21. I don't have that on me. I don't have the chart with me. But 10.21 is pretty close. Yeah. If you're shooting for 32. 10.432 is 35. So you're in that range.
It's a different type, but I wonder if it's compatible with that. I guess I need to look at
It's glycerin. It's just glycerin.
just a standard.
It's
Yeah.
well, they got a blue dye in it, but
Okay.
it's just glycerin.
All right.
And it's actually that's food grade.
Yeah, we have some hose lube that we were using for similar pumps.
Is it paraffin based?
I think it's probably the same formulation. I'd have to take a look at it. But we've got gallons that we don't use
Right.
on the. We had sample pumps. That were hose pumps.
And
we switched out now.
I know you've got plenty of the Verter lube. I think you got a couple of gallons in
Do we?
the silo. Yeah.
Okay.
They gave you more for these.
That's something I'll have to stock up on.
I have reused it before, but I'd rather not.
Take it out.
Black and. But some places it was an emergency.
It's not a problem because we had a fluoride spill,
Right.
5,700 gallons.
You said you were going to do it 5 gallons at a time, right?
Well, I told them I want 50 gallons because a lot of that fluoride went under the fluoride building
Right.
because there's stone under there, and that's probably the ground's somewhat frozen,
Okay.
which kind of protects that raw water pipeline there. But the fluoride probably wanted to go
Seep back.
seep up under the building. So.
Better to cover too much than not enough. But just hook up to that flush line.
Okay.
Open it and turn the pump on with the manual with local mode.
And that's not going to cause any kind of problems.
That shouldn't.
Okay.
Now, if you bring it down
Too low.
it might start to make a batch.
Okay.
But that shouldn't hurt anything.
All right.
I wouldn't do it real fast. I mean, just give it a chance to recover.
Right.